Our purpose here is very simple and very clear: to condemn in the strongest terms possible the abductions going on. One of us, Rony, a youth leader at Kikuyu Central, was abducted right here in church. We are not as sad right now because what we received out just a while ago is that Rony has been released, so we are grateful for that. However, it will be important for you to note that before his abduction, Rony was not a government critic. He is not a politically active citizen. His only crime is being a brother to Gideon Kibet, a cartoonist, who to date is still missing. This is not just an attack on Rony or Kibet or others, but also an attack on the sanctity of our places of worship and our right to gather in peace. Rony's case is not isolated. Many young people have been abducted under the government for daring to hold it accountable. These young Kenyans have been taken for questioning corruption, unemployment, and unfulfilled campaign promises. Their abductions violate their rights and the very principle of democracy. Even worse, the High Court of Kenya has ordered their release, yet these orders remain unheeded. It is deeply ironic that this government, which campaigned on a platform of Christianity and moral superiority, has desecrated sacred values by targeting worshippers and abducting them, either from church or just outside of church. It would interest you to know that throughout history, places of worship have been recognized as sacred and inviolable. From the Bible, we know that Adonijah, who was facing treason charges, sought refuge in the temple, and his life was spared then by King Solomon. Yet today, our churches are no longer sanctuaries, but scenes of fear and terror. Under the international law, including the Declaration on the Elimination of all forms of intolerance and discrimination based on religion or belief, 1981, governments are obligated to protect worshippers and their sanctuary. Instead, this government has become the very agent of desecration. How sad. We, the young Adventist professional, will not stand idly as injustice prevails. Today, we demand the immediate and unconditional release of all those who have been abducted. Number two, that the government must respect court orders and end this unlawful practice of enforced disappearances. Three, a public commitment from the government to uphold the sanctity of places of worship as enshrined in both Kenya law and international conventions. As I conclude, we are a people of faith, and we are guided by the Bible calls to action. The book of Isaiah 1:17 says and instructs us to seek justice and defend the oppressed. Proverbs 31 verse 8 urges us to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Psalms 82:3 calls us to defend the weak and the oppressed and deliver them from the wicked. We take these commands seriously. It is our duty as believers, first, and citizens to stand against oppression and speak truth to power. This is not an Adventist issue. It is a national issue. It is a moral issue and a human rights issue. So today, we invite people from all faiths and denominations to join us in this cause. If one of us is not safe in a place of worship, none of us is. We call upon Kenyan people to stand united against injustice. We will not rest until justice prevails. The world is watching. Most importantly, the Lord, our God, is watching. Thank you very much. My name is Ephraim Wainaina.
I've seen some of the young people who are against hours before.
Our take, definitely, but maybe we could have my colleagues just give their statements, and then we can pick up our questions.
Is it audible now?
No.
We good?
Yes.
Good morning. Oh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Praise God. It's very heartful that today we come to the house of worship, not to offer our prayers or even to give our thanksgiving, but we come to condemn actions that are being done to the youth of this country. One, we are well aware that the government has released youths who are abducted. Our questions are simple. It is the same government that said they are not aware who is abducting these youths. Now they are released. One, released by who? And if you know who has released them, then should you disband that team? Because the fear is not the release of Rony that has happened and other youths, but the fear is tomorrow it might be my brother, or the person behind me, or you holding the camera as a fellow youth. So the team that has released them, can the government tell us who are they? Can the team be disbanded? Can they face prosecution? Because what they're doing, as we know, is not in accordance to the law. That is the first thing. Secondly, the other day we see our leaders turning out. We as youth watch and observe what the leaders are doing. Confidently, a leader will come out and say, Mimi bana, if you had given me that CS seat as interior, hii maneno ya social media and the youth and cartoon will not have happened. Those are very insidious words. It is treacherous. I mean, what is this kind of leader trying to tell us? What hurts us most is, we are well aware these leaders are not educated. Some of them have no these qualifications they're speaking. No wonder they have the guts to speak on the camera and say, if you had given me this opportunity, then these social media things and these young people will not be there. We are here. We have degrees lying in our rooms and our bedrooms. We have nothing to do with them. We are telling this government, do not sell fear. The people surrounding you in the presidency, actually, as a matter of fact, we should be worried around them. If they can come in front of the camera and say, mimi ungenipea hii kiti ya CS, hii maneno ya social media na hii vijana ingekuwa, that is to say we are very worried as the youth and the leadership of this country. And they even said that tushaiona one-term president, it has never been there. We would like to say to our leaders, there is a first time for everything. Do not be misguided and be misguided that there is no or shall never be. If this is the kind of actions that are going to be done, trust you me, for the first time the youths of this country, we are going to come together, take our IDs, take our voters registration, and trust you me, hatutapiga kura tu, tutachunga kura. For the first time we'll go live on our TikTok from every ward and every station when the elections are going to be announced. Do not try us. Do not listen to what these people are telling you. We are asking, just as you are saying as our leaders that we should abide by the law, can you also abide by the law? And the law says that anyone who has been arrested within 24 hours should be given a right to face the courts. We ask that one Gideon Tibet, the brother has been released. There's nothing to be thankful about. In any case, as I have said earlier, the team that abducted him should be prosecuted. The team should be disbanded. The government said it does not know who did it, yet it is them who have released them. We need to know. We ask that Gideon Tibet be produced. We even ask him not to be freed, no, but can he face the court of law according to his rights as the citizens of this country. We are worried as the youth, but let me tell you, once a dog has bitten, it knows it can bite. Do not push the youth to a level where we know where we're headed to. 2 years down the line, we'll be back for an election. We kindly ask the government, man up, take over and do what is needed to be done beautifully. Hii michezo ya kushika kuachilia, ukisikia tunaingia street unaachilia, unashika. Follow due process. I am speaking. I don't know if today now one was abducted in this church ground, whether I speak or step out will happen again, but I am not afraid. Kuuza uoga kazi hatuna, even money. These youths hawana hata pesa ya kununua uoga. I'd like to pass this to my fellow.
Your names.
My name is Peter Emmanuel.